Hello and welcome back to Sarah Girl Soaps. My name is Sarah and I own Sarah Girl Soaps located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. On my channel, I share behind the scenes footage of how I run my business, market vlogs, and how I make some of my soaps for Wet Soap Wednesdays. So if that is an alignment or an interest to you, please hit subscribe. And before we get started, if you could hit the like button, that would greatly help my channel. So this week I am sharing with you how I made the rosemary mint. So I hope you enjoy the video. All right, getting into this soap, usually when I make soap, I do a couple different soaps out of a 16-pound batch. My lye solution is a 28% water discount. I like the appearance of my soaps, and I feel like it also helps the cure time having a discount. And then we used Andy the Money from Mad Micah's. I always mix my colors in my buckets that I'm going to be separating all of my different layers into. It just saves on dishes. And I use Nature's Garden Rosemary Mint type, which is a dupe of Aveda's Rosemary Mint. And you can kind of see that it was a little stiff. This sat for a little bit so it would harden so that way I could get the layers. But rosemary mint does not accelerate. I feel like it actually de-accelerates. It actually, when I mix the fragrance oil into it, I feel like it loosens up the batter considerably. So then I usually have to let it sit for a while so that way I can get some texture, because I like texture in this particular bar. This one didn't hold as well as it could have if I let it set a little bit longer in between. However, my second layer was really thickening up. So I did put the fragrance oil in there and it did help loosen it up a little bit, but we were kind of getting a little thick. So then I use a spatula to help break the fall so that way I can potentially get that texture in between the layers a little bit more, or this doesn't drop too far into it and give it like a drop swirl look. Overall, it turned out really well. But typically I let the first layer harden up just a little bit more than I did this particular time. But I was still able to get my layers. And then I think I did just like a simple little chopstick swirl around the top just to give it a little texture. And the next day we go to unmold. And then to help with the beveling process, I always I just bevel the tops, shave those up and get those nice and smooth. My multi-bar cutter, if this is your first time here, is from Bud's Workshop. You can find his shop on Etsy, Bud Hefner. And you can see that I still have some texture in between the layers. I usually do the 3 sides on each side. I don't do the small corner on the other side. I like to have a little sharp edge there. Using the new soap stamp again. I don't think this is going to get old for a little while. And the link to where I get my soap stamp is also from Etsy, and that should be in the description box below as well. So thank you for watching this week's video on how I made rosemary mint. Subscribe for more videos in the future. I hope you have a great and blessed day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!